Right. Microphone is working. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right. Wait, there's live people here. It's scary. I'm going to do a little reading from a book called The Hope by Andrew Harvey. No relation. It's a subtitle is A Guide to Sacred Activism. And it's funny, pulling out this thing, I realized that I forgot today's Father's Day. So anyway, bear with me. The third flame of hope that lights up my heart and gives me strength through all challenges is the unprecedented worldwide mystical renaissance that is arising in our time. It is no coincidence that as our desire to exploit and dominate nature at all costs reaches a climax of destructiveness, a complete transfiguring mystical awareness explodes from within the human psyche. Anyone who is coming to understand the universe as an incessant dance of opposites will come to see the interconnectedness of these seemingly opposed phenomena with a smile of hope. The unprecedented availability of the world's mystical texts in the world's major languages offers a melange of paths, any one of which, or any combination of which, can potentially satisfy every different kind of human temperament. If you find the language of Christian mystics too blood-soaked and ecstatic for your taste, you can choose to be initiated into the sacred through the more sober lucidities of Buddhism. If you find the Buddhist texts too dry and the concept of emptiness as a description of the divine too impersonal, you can dive into the fire waters of Hindu devotional mysticism. And if none of these satisfies your particular temperament, you can explore indigenous traditions, such as the Hopi or Yanomami, Taoism or Confucianism, or the Kabbalah, or the incandescent clarities of Sufism, the mystical core of Islam, the living sap of the great holy tree that sprang from the Prophet Muhammad's heart. If you don't want to belong to any religious or mystical tradition, you can practice meditation or dedicate yourself to a sacred physical discipline like yoga, Reiki, or Sufi dancing. If you come to this divine smorgasbord with both a humble openness to inner experience and a passion for practice and study, you can make astonishing spiritual progress, and in a way outside the control of the churches and patriarchal guru systems. This allows for the birth of what the contemporary spiritual teacher Carolyn Myss calls mystics without monasteries. Mystics who live their passion for God in the core of life with a radical truth and hunger for social, economic, and political transformation, who need no higher authority than that of the divine. It isn't only the revelations and texts of the various mystic traditions that are now widely available, it is also their practices, what the Dalai Lama calls their technologies of transformation. Over the last 30 years, practices of every conceivable kind to help transform mind, heart, and body have become accessible to any seeker who wants them. This accessibility makes possible, for the first time, the kind of worldwide movement of sacred activism that I am hoping for. Every sacred activist will be able to realize his or her union with the One in his or her own way, empowered by his or her own realization and choice of practices, not subject to any controlling human authority. The radical potential of this cannot be overstated. For me, the single most transforming and hopeful aspect of the mystical renaissance is that it is making a potent and radical vision of the divine feminine available to all of humanity. Through this potent return of the divine feminine and all of its aspects, the sacred marriage of mother and father can now take place within the human race. It is a return to nothing less than the evolutionary power of divine love and wisdom at work in constant transformation on all the levels of the universe. Thank you.